William here with Patriot Containers. The purpose of my YouTube channel now is industry awareness, what to watch out for, and how to protect yourselves from going with the wrong companies that are going to rip you off, that you think are the best companies in the world because of the lies that they're telling you. This complaint that I'm going to read about this company almost sums up everything of why I do my videos. There's good companies that are very rare that sell containers, and there's a lot of companies that are very bad that sells containers. Most companies that have sales reps, those sales reps want commissions. They need to make sales or they're not going to have a job. So when you're dealing with sales reps that aren't purchasing the product, they're not scheduling the product, they can basically lie, cheat, and steal to make a sale. And a lot of these companies on their website, literally on their website, they could say all these lies, but on their website, it actually says the truth of how they can get away with charging you guys thousands of dollars and then delivering you a crappy container or not showing up at all, and they get to keep a cancellation fee, taking months to deliver. If they bring you out a bad container and you refuse it, they get to keep your delivery money, a restocking fee, and a cancellation fee. They have a system that's rigged toward the container company, but it's actually rigged against you as a buyer. The whole point of my videos that I make every single day is whistleblowing these types of companies. This complaint almost sums up everything you need to know of why I make my videos. I'm going to read it. Dishonest thieves. We paid $4,000 for a wind and watertight / cargo worthy container. There is only one company that sells containers that says wind and watertight and cargo worthy are the same thing. They do this specifically to deceive you. And I'll tell you why. If you call me and I say my cargo worthy container is $2,000, and then they say, well, their cargo worthy is $1,500, but our cargo worthy is wind and watertight. You're not getting a cargo worthy container at $1,500. You're getting a wind and watertight crappy container. They're lying to you. The wind and watertight and cargo worthy are two different things. This is the only company that does it, and it's wrong, and they're lying to you guys. I got to continue reading this, but that's lie number one. They dropped off a container with the metal bent in continuous lines down both sides, equaling structurally not sound, aka not cargo worthy. Told you. They say cargo worthy, so you don't buy from the other guys that are actually selling you cargo worthy. You buy from them because they're quoting wind and watertight but telling you it's cargo worthy. We said take it back within the 60-day money-back guarantee. All these types of companies, they all say, we're nationwide, we're the most reviewed, we're the biggest, we're the best. We have lifetime 25-year warranties, 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like your container in 30, 60, 90 days, you can get a full refund. That's lie number two. That's also the newest lie that these companies are now telling you guys. So this customer thought they were buying a cargo-worthy container, ended up getting a wind and watertight crappy container. It was oversold, under-delivered, and they don't like it because they were lied to. So now they want to return it to get their full money-back guarantee that they were told they would get. But that's not what it says on the website. We said take it back within the 60-day money-back guarantee. They did take it back, but then didn't refund what we paid. 4 months later, we are still getting the runaround. They have our money still. Remember, we're talking about $4,000, people. How is this not plain thievery and honoring their supposed money-back guarantee? Well, I'll tell you how it is thievery. But everything that this person was told upon his sale over the phone by a commission-based sales rep was a lie. And they get away with it by not telling people what their terms and conditions say on their website. And I've said this time and time again in my videos. If these companies have to come back and get a container that they already dropped off, they're keeping your delivery money, your pickup money, a restocking fee, and a cancellation fee. All four of those things probably add up to $4,000 or more. That's why this person has no container and they kept his money. It's a scam. I don't know if I can sit here and say it's a legal scam. I actually think this is illegal scams that if a state attorney looked into these types of companies, they would be completely shut down. It's the whole point of my videos, people. Stay away. Many of other supposed reviews look like the exact same container, don't they? Now it's 7 months later, and they still have our money. How is it that you took back a rusted out, gaps in door, bent container, still have my money? Looks like you delivered decent containers to possibly 8 out of 10, but every 2 out of 3 out of 10, something rusted out, full of holes, and you refuse to honor your 60-day full refund. Number one, these companies pay for fake 5-star reviews. It's a fact. They really do. Because if they didn't pay for fake 5-star reviews, their score on Google would be like in the 2s or 3s, and you would never buy from these companies. So they have to purchase fake 5-star reviews. Yeah, it's so deceiving when you tell somebody, hey, if you don't like your container in 60 days, you can get a full refund. Well, what does that sound like? It sounds like you're going to get 100% of your money back if you don't like your container. Sounds great. I'll give you my order. Sounds like I'm totally safe. Well, he's not. They came back and took the container and kept 100% of his money. It was the exact opposite of what they told him. There is no guarantee. Told you guys, all these companies that say they have a warranty, they're scams. Every company that says they have a return policy, they're scams. They purchase fake 5-star reviews to hide their shitty image so you don't see it and you're blinded by all lies. That's how these companies make money. They're scum-sucking leeches, Pinocchio rookies that are only loyal to the company and they don't care about their customers. The shipping boss fought with us and only offered a measly $200. Imagine losing $4,000 and you don't even have a product on your property anymore, and they slap you in the face with a $200 refund. That means you still lost $3,800. Why do you still have our money when a driver finally picked it up and you have the container? You have the container and our money. How is that good business? Hello? And then that's it. Let me tell you about a scenario. See, that's a bad company. These are companies that will totally screw you over if you trust them. I've been around longer than these companies, and in 11 years, I don't have a single complaint because I put my customers always as number one. And exactly right now, I delivered a crappy container 2 weeks ago to El Campo. It's a 20-footer. I actually delivered 2. One was good. One, it didn't look that bad on the truck. And then when it showed up to my customer took pictures and I agreed with him. It looked bad. Today, I'm bringing him out of a container free of charge to replace it. I'm losing money and the customer's not paying any extra money. And that's a real service. These companies, if you watch my videos, you'll understand what I think about these companies. I think these companies are just the worst companies to buy from, and they don't care, and they probably just smile and laugh every day when they rip off their customers because they know there's nothing these customers can do anything about it at all. It literally says on their website they get to keep your pickup money, your delivery money, a restocking fee, and a cancellation fee. But they did not tell you it's on there. They told you the exact opposite. We have a lifetime warranty, 25-year warranty. If you don't like your container in 30, 60, 90 days, you can get a full refund. Well, this person got a full nothing with no container, lost $4,000. It's highway robbery, and these companies need to be shut down. That's the whole point of my videos. But yeah, this sums it all up. This exact company sells their containers misleading. We have cargo worthy and wind and watertight. They're quoting wind and watertight. They're going to deliver wind and watertight. They're only telling you cargo worthy so you don't pay $500 more from some other company that's actually telling you the truth, and they want to do the right thing for you. These guys are scumbags. This is the same company that gave me a lawsuit for making these videos and exposing these Pinocchio rookie companies. Anyways, guys, it pains me to read this too, because these companies haven't been around that long, and they come to our country. They make a company that exploits and rips off American citizens, and they don't care. Typical foreigners. Have a good one, guys. The owner of this company, shame on you. You suck. You will always suck, man. Should be ashamed of yourself that you do this to American citizens, that you do this to your customers. You're not loyal at all to your customers. All you do is rip off people, and you don't even care. How do you sleep at night? I do not know. But anyways, you think you have the best company in America? You don't. You have the worst company. In fact, it's so bad to where if you go on Google and type in worst cargo container companies to buy from, BBB, your company name is going to pop up. If you type in the companies with the cargo container companies with the most complaints and click on AI mode, your company name is going to pop up. Hope you're proud of that. All you do is rip off your customers.